Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Natalie, and my channel is about feeling well, being happy, and getting your goals, reaching your goals without self-abuse. And today I want to talk about three insights that help me to make my day the most productive, the most effective. And it is very important for me just because I have had a burnout, I have had a depression, so I have had different stages of my life, and I got a lot of experience how to get out of those situations and those states. And so the name of the video is Three Insights to Have an Effective Day. The first insight is to have a rest before you get tired. I first heard this phrase like years ago, I believe about like 20 years ago, and I didn't really understand it because for me it was the phrase that sounded interesting and probably it makes sense. But I was younger, I was healthier, I had more energy, and it didn't impress me much. But after all those like burnouts and depressions and everything, uh, I I really felt it a lot that when I have a rest before I get really tired, I recover much faster, and this rest really helps me to be more productive. Because if I'm already very tired and I decide to have a rest, it takes me twice more time to really recover. That's why for me, like after a recent burnout, I made this rule like the most important for me. I always try to have a rest before I really get like very tired. Uh, and To help myself on this way, to help myself to implement this rule, I used Mukite and I used Unakite. Those are the crystals, and they're slightly different. They're both like really good, very cozy, but slightly different in their work. And Mukite is about creating a very nutritious environment around yourself, creating the space where you can really have a rest. And Unakite, it's about feeling physical comfort. It's about making your body more sensitive to what's going on. And for me, it was important because when I felt too tired, um, I stopped feeling my body the right way. Uh, it was like, it felt like dumbness, like something that I couldn't really understand what was going on in my body because I didn't have enough resource inside to understand that. That's why I helped myself with crystals. And the second insight is to do something nice while implementing a new habit. Um, Implementing a new habits became more important to me when I decided that okay, I do not want to live my life the old way, and I decided to live my life in a new way. And this new way didn't want to come just like that. It needed some effort, some time, something, and for me, first it was difficult because to do anything, to start doing yoga, to start drinking enough water, like literally to do anything. And for me, I was trying to find the most, I would say, the easiest way to start a new life, and that's what helped me. Because when I had, let's say, a slight sabotage, um, doing something nice really, really helped me. Like, for example, that's what I'm doing right now, by the way, because for me it was difficult to start recording this video, and I was preparing and I was thinking about that for a few days, and it was difficult for me, like, to go out, because I am very introverted. um, introverted. I'm an introvert, and it was difficult for me to go out and to start recording something, and there was one person here bothering me. And it's Toronto. It happens, like, when you do not feel safe in the street, and it was difficult for me to start recording it, and I decided that every video has to feel nice to me somehow. And I love cappuccino, and it's my life hack, because I just, like, bought cappuccino, and for me, like, drinking this cappuccino makes making this video much easier, much more pleasant, and I do not really feel so stressed because of that. And this filming video doesn't feel something terrible anymore. So if you do something nice, it helps. Or if you do it, if you make the process, the new habit, something easy for you, it helps as well. What I did when I tried to implement the yoga in my life, because for me it was like that: I started yoga, I dropped it, I started yoga, I dropped it, and it was an endless story of starting and dropping. And what I did eventually, I just put a yoga mat right next to my bed, and it was interesting, because when I analyzed the situation, uh, and when I tried to understand what was really difficult for me it was difficult to actually take the mat out, because I have a Lululemon mat. It's really good. I love the quality, and it helps my knees because it is thick, rather thick, and so it's really good. But it is heavy, and for me, to take this heavy mat out of a corner, spread it, then roll it up, then put it back, it was just such a boring and difficult process that I didn't really want to do that. And I started to sabotage yoga itself. And for me, it really helped when I just put the yoga mat on the floor, and since then I haven't moved it. It is just always there next to my bed, and each time when I want to do yoga, and, like, I try to do it every morning. It's not always like that, unfortunately, but I try to do it every morning. So when it is over there already, and I don't have to take it out, I don't have to do anything heavy for me. I just spread it, and the only thing that I have to do is to put myself on this yoga mat, and that's it. And it really helps. It is one of the best things, one of the best decisions for me to implement yoga in the morning. And then the third one is to follow your routine. I have watched a video here on YouTube recently, and it was telling about the neuroscience. I love neuroscience, and it was telling about how the brain works when your body produces too much cortisol because of the stress, and uh, how to cope with the stress. And one of the ways out of difficult situations was the routine. And I understood that without this knowledge, I already did it. I came to it naturally, and that video just helped me to realize what I was doing, because each time I follow my routine, and my routine is not something like something crazy. It's pretty simple, because I start with probiotics, and then ginseng, and then collagen, and all the necessary stuff. First, I do facelifting, then I do yoga, and then I just start my day. Whatever I have to do, because it depends on the day. I have different schedule. And when I follow my routine, I just noticed that when I follow my routine, I really feel better, and I really can cope with anything. Even when like something stressful happens, and if I were in a worse mood, or in a worse state, I think it would be much more difficult for me. But following my routine helps me to, like, biologically, to decrease my level of cortisol, and to work it out much faster than without my routine. But even if we forget about the biology here, it helps me to stick to something that is very habitual, and everything that is habitual helps to come down. That's why when you sing mantras, they work, or when you say prayers, they work, or when you meditate, it works too. Because if you do it like constantly, and a repeated action, comes the brain down. Any repeated action comes that was a car, I'm not sure. Like, it was very loud. I hope you didn't hear that, because I have a noise reduction over here in the microphone, and hopefully it works well. I'm not sure. What I was saying. I was saying that when you do something repeated, it helps the brain to calm down. And it can be anything, it doesn't matter what, but in my case it is like face fitness and yoga. And those things, when they're repeated in my life every day, they really help me just to calm down, and to relax, and to focus on something. While while I do them, I focus on them, but later when I finish, I already can focus on something else, not on my worries, not on like thinking about like something that caused the stress, but it helps me really to cope with the situation, and to wait till this time when I really can fix the situation somehow, because it's not always possible to fix the situation immediately, and when it doesn't happen, and when it happens, when I cannot fix the situation immediately, I first try to come down with the routine, and when it is not possible, what really helps me is to keep my routine. And then when I have time to do a constellation, I do a constellation, because with a constellation, I can change my attitude to the routine. I can change my attitude to the problem first, and then I will change the problem. Because constellations, they change neural connections in the brain. They change they remove the blocks, or they help to really see the way out. If, for example, right now I do not see it, I can do a constellation and I will see the way out after that. And I believe that's it. I think I think so. These are my three insights. They are to have a rest before you get too tired, then to do something nice while implementing a new habit, and then to follow your routine. Three insights that really help me to have a very productive day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here with me. So subscribe to my channel. In my next videos, I will tell you about uh, things that help me, and about different practices that support in different situations, that about practices that can give energy or change neuroconnections in the brain, remove blocks, change destructive patterns of behavior. So I'm going to tell you about all that stuff in my channel, and thank you for watching again. See you next time.